from the brand new Villa España 4-star hotel towards the Levante beach. This is our plan for today, Saturday, 9th of August. This is the peak moment of the tourism season, and we'll see what's going on in Benidorm town. First of all, Villa España is working, functioning. They are still changing some of the things and finishing the last touches. However, there's plenty of people on the inside. It is quite busy, and there's many Spanish as well as international tourists visiting this hotel. If you are one of the lucky ones who decided to stay here and give it a chance for the first time, let us know what your experience was. Meanwhile, we are located right next to the famous Dove Park. Here, there's typical Spanish businesses, lotteries. Where would we be without those? There's also a jewelry and different typical natural stones place to grab some souvenirs. The entrance to the Villa España from this side is almost ready. So far, the main access is from the back side of it, but the idea is to make this one the front entrance, which will be done probably in the next week or maybe two, right before the end of August. Slightly too late, but hey, the most important thing is to finish it all up and for it to be a nice hotel for all the tourists who are coming here. Right next to the Dove Park, we have the old town of Benidorm. This place has different interesting points of visit. There's a museum, there's the old town viewpoint, the castle viewpoint, the church, plenty of small typical bars, both national and international ones, the tapas alley, the municipal market, and different types of shops that you will only be able to find here in the area. Obviously, there's also Chinese bazaars. There's plenty of ice cream places, different types of sweet shops, and many supermarkets. These have been growing like mushrooms everywhere you go. And honestly, there's slightly too many of these already by now. Not sure if you have the same feeling as us. The tapas alley is on the right side, and there's the restaurant Cordoba. We've checked it out for our Benidorm Battle series, and honestly, we weren't surprised, but in a bad way. Totally not worth the hype and not worth so many people visiting it. We didn't get a good quality food. Even if it's a menu, it shouldn't be how it was. And meat being plated on the wooden board, without a plate, without nothing on it, not really a sanitary thing to do, isn't it? So we were sadly not happy with the experience. The experience we were happy with was the Mejillonera, which is here on the left side. We also filmed it for this latest Benidorm Battle series, which was, I think, the number 10 already by now. And we've tried La Mejillonera. It was an incredible experience. As we knew, it's not a touristic hype. It's not a place where just tourists go. There's so many Spanish in there, mostly Spanish, honestly. And there's a giant queue in this place. Prices are very reasonable. It's extremely fast service. It is noisy, that's true, but at the same time, it is an incredibly fresh food, seafood, fish. Anything that you'll get, it's going to be really nice, which is why we are happy that we went there. We gave it a try some years after the last time, and it was amazing. We are right next to some typical Spanish bars and cafeterias. This one here in front, we've also shown it to you in the Honest Review playlist. And this is a typical Spanish cafeteria that has some nice churros with chocolate, Spanish breakfast with some toast, coffee, and a freshly pressed orange juice. Someone's eating churros. And really fresh, really good service. Also quite fast, honestly. They're doing the churros right here. And they also have great pizzas. Really tasty. One piece of pizza costs like €2.60 more or less. It's not bad, but it was less expensive previously, honestly. However, it is a good quality pizza. It is very nice. They warm it up for you, and usually it just gets out of the oven. And sometimes it's still warm, and they sell all of it. People know this place, and people grab it as a snack for when they discover the city. full of different types of shops. This is the shopping area of Benidorm. The Levante beach is right in front of us, and this is a place where many people are heading when they want to have some shopping spree, but they do not want to go to the shopping mall or go somewhere outside Benidorm. They just want to stay here and enjoy. There's even jewelry shops, very good ones, by the way. Jewelry shops, there's coffee places, there's sweet places, there's accessories, perfume, cosmetic shops, sports clothes, like even football team, proper clothing lines. There's apart hotels, apartments, cosmetics, shoes, bags, branded, quite expensive brands, and then slightly cheaper options. Typical Spanish brands like Mango, Zara are also here nearby. And overall, this is the place where you can find literally anything. There's even shoe shops that sell authentic small Spanish brands that are even ecologic or vegan. This is something to support the nearby businesses and typical Spanish entrepreneurs. So here you'll find some unique pieces that you won't be able to find anywhere else. Really recommended before you head to the shopping mall. Just have a walk around and see if you'll find something that you might actually need. Right by the beach. Today we have a green flag, which is great. Yesterday was slightly windy, and today it's a green flag, and hopefully there's no strong waves. And all this part is for bars and cafeterias and restaurants. Bars and cafeterias and terraces overall for food and drinks are the kings and queens of this area. This is what you will mostly see by the beach. And that is logical. People are always looking for something to grab a drink, to get some snacks. Look at this. There's a boat that is probably heading from the bay. This is like the bay boat that discovers all this area. Probably this is the one. There's the floating water park right in front of us, which has like 20-something euros price for an hour. That's bizarre by now. And the old town right in front. Plenty of paid sunbeds, still 6 euros, still 6 euros for an umbrella. This didn't change. It did change in Albir, though, the village right nearby, which is a shame, honestly. Packed up with people. It is morning time. It is not even midday, and everything is real busy here. As you can see, only a couple of spots, maybe even, not sure, but probably just a couple of spots left here at this particular side of the beach. The city sports bar put some loveliest umbrellas. I love these. This looks like Polynesian, very fancy looking ones. They've put these for some shade and people love it. It's too hot right now. We're still in a heat wave. Overall, the whole entire Spain is still in a heat wave, and it's going to be like this up until this upcoming Wednesday, Thursday at least. That's until we have the weather forecast, and maybe it's going to be even more. Who knows? Because, well, it's August month. It's the hottest one. It is also normal. See, many people think that these heat waves are something out of the extraordinary. It is something that, oh my goodness, people will just burn themselves. What is going on in Benidorm? No, heat waves are a typical thing in July and August months. If it happens in June, that is strange. And if it happens in spring or like September, October, that is also strange. That is unusual, atypical. But heat waves that are coming to in July and August, this is normal. This is the hottest part of the year as well, and having extreme temperatures these months, even though they're still extreme and more than what they should be, it is still kind of normal for us because we used to have them every single year, and we already know how to prepare, which is why we do these videos every single year. We try to remind people on what better to say is the best way to protect yourselves from the heat whenever you're coming here on holidays. Because it might seem harmless, but trust me, Spanish sun isn't harmless at all. Which is why we see ambulances every now and then, non-stop sounding inside of the city. Which is why we see people on the beach getting taken care of with the lifeguards, trying to help them out because they're not feeling well. which is why so many people are heading to the hospital, to the emergency department after a whole day on the sunshine. There's plenty of things you can do, right, to avoid all these unpleasant situations. Right here by the beach, by the way, very important thing to mention, usually summer is the time when it's the busiest, and sometimes people get lost on the beach. See these posts with, this is like the ball, for example, like the beach ball. And then there's different other signs. There might be like a train or a bus or a car or like a fruit, something big that is outstanding on the beach. And this is like a good way of orienting people. Sometimes kids might get lost, but they also, the lifeguards and police officers always find the parents usually. But to avoid the stress, never ever say, we are right by this colorful sunbed or by this colorful umbrella, because that person who has it might go away and it's not going to be there any longer. So the kids or the parents, they will walk around and go the other way looking for this umbrella, thinking that they went too far along, when actually they were exactly where they needed to be. It's just that the umbrella is not there any longer. So search for fixed, something fixed, something that's not going to disappear, like for example a bar in front. Like here, we are in front of the Five Guys, so you know that you have to go in front of the Five Guys. It's not going to move anywhere, so you will not get lost. This is the best thing. Or say we are in the bowl section, so they know that that's where they should go. Five Guys here, just opening up right now. It is still quite early in the morning, honestly, and well, people don't get burgers like at 10, 11 in the morning. Some people do, but technically usually they're opening up by like slightly towards midday. All the terrace, some people say it's very good, others say it's not the best place to get some snacks or food. Let us know what you think if you've given it a try. We are planning on giving it a try here on the channel and filming it for you guys, but we are not sure what to expect. There's mixed feelings about it, and people either love it or hate it. So we are curious to see what will we actually find when we'll go there. These streets that are connecting with the Mediterranean Avenue, which is the parallel avenue to the Levante beach, are actually looking quite quiet. There's not a lot of movement, honestly, because there's not a lot of businesses in these particular streets. Others, yes, but this one is mostly used for parking. So here it is quite quiet. The children's toys shop, Don Dino, is the only one probably that is out here. And it is a very good shop. So if you have kids, grandkids, and you want to buy them some present, maybe it's their birthday coming up here on holidays and you need something, this is a very, very good place to buy some toys or as a gift for when you come back from Benidorm. This is where you can actually purchase these. And the loveliest Mediterranean Avenue, which has a lot of natural shade, and this allows us to actually stay in the temperature that is up to 7 or even 8 degrees less than the one that we have by the Levante beach. And the curious part is, we forgot to mention, but starting from now, from August, we've noticed already that mornings are chilly and evenings are too. It's not cold mornings, but it's like, it's not hot. 8 o'clock in the morning, even 9, it is not hot anymore, which is great. And we couldn't be happier after seeing that slowly but surely mornings and evenings / nighttime are getting better and the heat is nowhere to be seen. So we are really, really happy. It means that the summer is slowly heading to its end, at least the calendar summer. But at the same time, all the rest of the day is still really, really hot. And look at how many people are arriving. The bus just dropped them here and people are arriving for their holidays, probably for the weekend or maybe slightly longer. Since we've seen there's quite a big luggage. See, this is the bus. A lot of people have arrived just right now and we'll be having incredible holidays in Benidorm town. Thank you for accompanying us in this video.